Senator Langford and several colleagues continue their work to finalize the most substantial border security policy in 30 years. This agreement would come not a moment too soon.
Minority Leader Mitch McConnell commenting on the Senate's developing bipartisan deal on border security and foreign aid, which most people support. Let's bring in NBC News senior national political reporter Sahil Kapoor. Sahil, what's the latest?
Hey, Mika. Well, we can confirm that these negotiations have moved to a new phase. The policy contours of this emerging deal are mostly settled. We expect to see a higher bar for asylum seeking. We expect to see new expedited removal authorities and new limits on parole. This is now in the hands of appropriators to check the math, to fine-tune, and to make sure the resources, the money is there to implement these new policies. We know that Democrats are highly motivated to get this done, in part because it's tied to Ukraine aid. We know Senate Republicans are highly motivated to get this done, but among House Republicans, it's a very different story. Speaker Mike Johnson has been angling against these Senate negotiations, tweeting up a storm. Let's show one of his recent tweets. He argues that the problem here is not legislation, that it's executive action, that if President Biden only undoes his own policies and implements Trump-era executive actions on immigration, that this problem could go away. Johnson is doing this as he faces pressure from his conservative hardliners who say that immigration provisions in the Senate deal don't go too far. Some of them are saying that they won't support Ukraine aid under any circumstances. One of them, Marjorie Taylor Greene, even threatening his job over Ukraine aid. And the tension in all of this is that House Republicans worry they have no record of accomplishments to run on heading into this very crucial election where the House majority, this thin, narrow majority they have, is up for grabs. Don't take my word for that. Listen to what a couple of House Republicans have to say about their lack of accomplishments.
We have nothing to go out there and campaign on, Chris. It's embarrassing.
Right. Well, I know the Republican Party in the Congress, the majority has zero accomplishments.
One thing. I want my Republican colleagues to give me one thing, one, that I can go campaign on and say we did. One. Anybody sitting in the complex, if you want to come down to the floor and come explain to me one material, meaningful, significant thing the Republican majority has done besides, well, I guess it's not as bad as the Democrats. It does not matter who's sitting in the speaker's seat or who's got the majority. We keep doing the same stupid stuff.
Now, the irony, guys, is that Republicans in the House do have some major opportunities here to salvage this so far unproductive Congress. One of them is, of course, this immigration and border security deal. A number of Republicans in the Senate are selling this as the most restrictive immigration bill that they could pass in decades. Ukraine aid and Israel aid would ride along with this. Either that passes together with the immigration deal or it doesn't pass. There's a government funding negotiation that's still happening for a full-year bill after they've punted 3 times. Unclear they get that done. There's a bill to expand the child tax credit and provide some new breaks to businesses that passed the Ways and Means Committee on a massive vote of 40-3. Even that is uncertain. That faces some obstacles. So here you have a gut check moment for House Republicans. Do they want to take some of these compromises and be able to go home and say we did something with the majority? Or do they want to sit back and kind of say, here's what we stopped, here's what we prevented the Democrats from doing, elect us again to another majority? Either way, the fate of the current Republican House majority could depend on the decision they make in these coming days and weeks on these major deals on the table, guys.
All right, NBC Sahil Kapoor, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Mika, again, you have Republicans saying the truth, saying they've done nothing. They've accomplished nothing. Chip Roy saying, name one thing we've accomplished. And here you actually have a Speaker of the House who what he's going to accomplish is going to stab Israel in the back, going to stab Ukraine in the back, and going to let fentanyl continue to flood across the border, continue to let illegal immigrants flood across the border, because he won't pass the package that conservative Republicans and the Senate are saying is the best border security package ever.
I mean, how long does this go on? They're self-destructive.
Well, what's so, it's unbelievable. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, if you don't take a pro-Putin position, I'm going to kick you out. And let's just just tell the truth about this. Why is he voting? Why is he opposing a bill that has the toughest border security bill ever? Because the Speaker of the House, Mr. Hey, look at the Bible, and that's what I do. He's voted for Putin on every single Ukraine voting bill. Let me just say that again. He's taken the pro-Putin position on every single Ukraine voting package.
So perfect.
And what's so crazy is these Republicans were attacking Barack Obama for not doing enough in 2014. Now they're taking a pro-Putin position.